everyone. I am Tara, and I would like to welcome you all back to my channel, Spiritual Talk with Spirit Mother. Today, we're going to talk about Adam and Eve, in my opinion, the kind of the epiphanies and kind of the questions that I've been wondering about, because a lot of people have different takes on Adam and Eve. Some believe that Adam and Eve didn't even exist, and each to their own. Okay. Now, I actually was laying down this afternoon, and I was taking in the energies and what have you, and I started thinking and having epiphanies. So it's kind of not kind of, it is the connection between, like for me, it's the connection between self-awareness and self-empowerment when you come to things that you want to question, and you kind of think, okay, because everything happens on different dimensions and different timelines and what have you. And I said that other people look at things from a different angle or what have you. Now, today it has, I want to talk about Adam and Eve. Okay. I want to talk about Adam and Eve because, I've had someone comment the other day with regards to Adam and Eve, and it was like Adam and Eve were in the paradise, and they ate the forbidden fruit, and they got cast out, and these people blame Adam and Eve for all of our sins. That's from what I understood. Okay. Now, the way I look at that, okay, is when people blame Adam and Eve, okay, if it is true and they were first and they did this, okay, just because one person does it doesn't mean everybody has to do it themselves. So that's like blaming your parents for your behavior. Well, things may have not come out the way you wanted them to, but your behavior is your own behavior. So to say that it's someone else's fault that we're all in this predicament or in this situation or what have, that is totally wrong, because that is pointing fingers at someone else when you're responsible for yourself. Okay, so it's not their fault, because how can we blame them when we make the choices? It's the saying of righteous. Well, righteous means right choices. Okay? So, and you have, I have other stuff down here because we're going to get to that. Okay. I have Adam plus Eve. And then I have husband, wife, man, woman. Okay. But I have next to Adam and Eve, I have equal. Okay. And I have rib. Okay. Because they all said that God created Adam and Eve and there was a rib involved. Okay. So where I have Adam and Eve, I also have equal. An equal sign, because Eve plus atom. Okay. An atom, an actual atom, not the man named Adam, but an atom. And I have for that, Eve is the mother, and atom is the child, because it's the electrical. It's the beginning of life. The child. Okay. So Eve was always the mother. Okay. And I never really thought of it until today, when I was just laying there and the epiphanies come to me with regards to the atom. Well, the atom is the light, the spark. It's, excuse me. Let's do this, okay? So, what is the meaning of atom?
According to Wikipedia, the name derives from the Hebrew noun adamah, meaning the ground or earth.
Okay. It put the meaning of the name. What is the meaning of atom?
According to Wikipedia,
atom. It keeps giving me atom.
Wikipedia, Adam is the name given in Genesis 1-5.
An atom.
According to TechTarget, an atom is a particle of matter that uniquely defines a chemical element. An atom consists of a central nucleus that is surrounded by one or more negatively charged electrons.
Okay, so it's the electrical. Okay, you heard it. Okay, so now I even have like the question of, they said Mary was a virgin and Mary gave birth to Jesus. Okay, was Mary Eve? Okay, child is son, daughter. Okay, so it's like, okay, well, they said the child of God, the baby, God's baby, she was born of a virgin. Okay, it's like, well, okay. Now, when I get down here, okay, I say on the eve, Adam was born. Okay, that may make sense to some of you. I got some people, I can feel that they're puzzled as to what it is that I'm talking about. Okay, we got Christmas Eve, right? Christmas Eve, the next day, Jesus was born, right? It was Christmas Day. So on the eve of atom, child, on the eve of child, I know people are thinking that this ain't clicking with me. I'm not understanding. Okay. Did Adam really come first and the rib go to Eve, or did Eve come first and the rib go to Atom? Child. There's so much that is just like kind of up in the air, and it kind of goes in the same of Adam and Eve had Cain and Abel. But from what I understand in other texts too, they had a daughter. I think it was Anna. Okay. And it was supposed to have been that Abel married Anna. But there's different stories to everything. Okay. So when this woman was saying that it's Adam and Eve's fault, the reason why we are where we are, it's like, well, okay, no, it's not. It's our own fault because we don't have to do that. We don't have to follow that suit. Okay. I know this is really strange, but it's okay. And then you have ego versus ego. Okay. The ego is like, we have the ego. Okay. Ego. Okay. And it's the male female aspect of the egos, because we both have it. And there's so many people that say about women, so many men that say about women, and women say about men. It's like, wait a minute, Why are we doing this? We're throwing shade on the other sex. Why? Because ego. Ego gets in the way. Okay? Instead of us being able to see the real, the true, it's the ego say, oh, you're macho or you're just weak. Okay, and down here, you can't see it. Darn. Okay, down at the bottom. Okay, can you see that? I have mother, father. Okay, under mother, if you look at the word, okay, you have her, okay, and you have HOME, home, and take M off of mother, and you have other. So her home and others. Okay, could be her other home. Okay, whatever, but it means others. We're all connected. Mother is connected with her, others, home. And home is the heart. And then you have father. Okay. You look at the word woman and man. Okay. A lot of people say, well, they added the WO. No, they usually have it and they take it away. They don't usually add to a word, you take away. So it's because there are people who believe that God is a female, that God is a mother, mother God, father God, which we're connected. It's this is really a weird topic for me, and I'm a little nervous doing it because it's such a touchy subject to a lot of people. And it's like, well, nothing should really be a touchy subject for everyone, because we should realize and understand that we all have different ways of possibly looking at things, and you question everything like we're told out of a book. But it's a matter of, were you really there? Do you know what happened? Okay, some of us are waking up to it and knowing what really happened, because in our past lives we were there. Now, for father, if you look at the word, it's far, F-A-R at the end, after, A-F-T-E-R, her, H-E-R, far after her. The father came after the mother. That's my take on it. Some are furious right now. I can feel it. And it's like, well, I would have to say that pretty much we all came, not pretty much, we all came from the same place. And we came from the mother, father. Because if the mother did give birth, as it says, because if you look, Gaia and Uranus, okay, Gaia gave birth to Uranus. The earth gave birth to the sky. And it's like they've been fighting. Okay, they've been fighting for years, and it's almost like it's like who got the power. But you got to even it out. There has to be the feminine. You can't push the female right away and say, well, no, you can't feel, because the female is more of the one that feels it. the female aspect of it. Okay. I got some people, I could feel them saying, oh yeah, and what do you know? Well, I know what I've been given. And I'm allowed to judge, like I'm allowed to look at things the way I want to, the same as you look at things that you want to. But sometimes it's just a matter of stepping back and seeing and thinking like, okay, like maybe some of this stuff this crazy lady's saying, maybe it does have some truth to it. The same as what you tell people. Maybe it does have some truth to it. But it always has our truth. My truth. Myth. My truth. Tariesken moshkle, esusu kuriato ashunamoto kriata tolie. Ki tu priapo koreapo koreamba karieskriata. Ese tui ki shkinamato skriuture ele lukuturio porkaya markariaskria and the krioto toyeshkle. So you got the mother and the father, okay? And then down I put the two children, okay? The twins, Gemini. Twins. Were they were like you got the twins, in my opinion, and from what I'm feeling, the twins were a male and a female. Yeah. Tulere skariata etuitika toporia te silu tutoria tata no kotate in kutiti satata eshuleprie pitutoro suru turia atokona madare plituria. So then you have the children. So which the children would be the atom. Okay? God's children. We're all God's children. So we were created from one. And we created and created and created and created. A lot of people, like people have many names, depending on your culture, your heritage, your beliefs, your religion, what have you. It's like we're throwing shade because it's like, no, my way is right. No. According to the people, it's not about a religion, but it's been made about the religion. And there's a lot of stuff, a lot of death in the name of religion, and God does not kill. God does not want you to kill. God does not want you to sacrifice each other. That's not the way that's not the way it is. Okay? The God, it's not the true God that wants you sacrificing people. Okay? That may be a God from somewhere else, but it's not the loving God. Because I said, God does not ask for a sacrifice. God asks for love, compassion, understanding, and unity and community, togetherness, one, wholeness with everyone. And I've said it like, I've said it. It's time to break the sire. And I had someone say, well, that's the father. Well, I'm talking the sire, the father of the pain. Where is the pain coming from? Okay. The pain is a vicious circle, and it's breaking that vicious circle. It's getting to the root, finding out where it originated, And once you find out where it originated and what really happened in the beginning of it all to cause anger, frustration, hurt, it's all trauma. And we haven't been able to move on from it. And that's why it keeps going round and round and round and round and round. We keep reliving it. Why? Why do we keep reliving it? We keep reliving it because we want to have someone else to blame. But we have no one to blame. By doing things that we do or lack thereof doing that needs to be done, that is what keeps the vicious circle going. It's a matter of breaking the sire, breaking the father of the pain, taking those chains and saying, hey, I'm going to rip them out of the ground. And okay, so now I wrote where I have on the eve of Adam, Adam was born. Okay, so on the eve of the day Adam was born, Eve gave birth to Atom. The rib is the atom. We are made. Okay, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Created from ashes. The spark of light, the spark of life, water. We're mostly water and electrodes, electric. Put water and electric together and you're a conductor. Why do you think they say stay out of water in an electrical storm? Or get out of the water, everyone, it's lightning out. Ding! Yeah. I've felt it. Back when my journey started, it was the night of the supermoon on April 7th into April 8th of 2020. And a light come from the sky. Like I'm talking like it was just like boom, right in my forehead, and my body just started vibrating. And it happened twice. And all of a sudden I was smelling like I was catatonic, but I could smell burning flesh. Ugh. And that's a big reason why I don't eat ham anymore. And since then, it's like I'd be sleeping, and then all of a sudden, it's like I get a big old shock, like a transformer went off in my head, and it's like, ding, like what the heck? Like, okay, where's the light socket? I know I didn't stick my finger in there. So weird things are happening. Okay, and it's like, yeah, okay. Like, yeah, okay, because the 1111 is creativity. And we see that, and in my dreams, I seen that. The 1111, it come up. A pine cone come up in one of my dreams. Many things come up in your dreams, and if you look at them, they're usually telling us something. Like I get the visions in my sleep, and I could be sitting here, and then all of a sudden I have a vision go by in my third eye, and it's like it's you're going through it while you're awake, And it's really mind-boggling, head-spinning, like just like, whoa, okay? So we I'm going to look at Christmas differently now. Okay? Because now that I like this year, I kind of sat and I was looking at the tree. It had no ornaments or nothing on it. It just had the tree and the lights. I'm sitting there looking. It's like, okay. The tree signifies the earth, growth, the earth. Okay. And then I was looking, I was like, the lights. Like, what are it? And then I realized the night sky, the stars. Okay, there are colorful stars. We just can't see them because they got us blocked from it. And we will see them. Some of us are seeing them depending on where you are in the world. So now that I realize that to me, Christmas is about the earth, the sky, the sun, the earth, the birth. Okay. So what I'm going to be doing, I think, for Christmas, and I know that I'm going to, because I don't want to cut a tree down anymore, even though like the trees smell good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to plant a tree. Plant a tree for Christmas. And then I'm just going to put lights up in my house without a tree. Because to me, it's going to be like what Christmas really means, because it means the birth, the birth, the planting of the seed, the rebirth, the growth. So that's how I'm going to do my Christmas now, because I see it. If I have, I like having the Christmas tree because it like lighting up the tree, the earth, the sky together. How it's going to happen from here on out, I don't know, because the past couple years, Christmas has not felt like Christmas. There was just something about it. And the year before, and before that, I was like saying the same thing. Like, we look at Christmas wrong, and a lot of people, it's like the gifts, gimme, 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 gimme. I ain't got enough gifts. And then your kids are like, well, that's not much. Well, really? We get so much stuff throughout the year that we have so much crap that we don't even need for the most part. I have stuff, but I have like mostly, I have a lot of plants, like 30 or 31 plants or something like that. Whereas before I never had none because I didn't think I had a green thumb until I realized that and talk to them. It does work. I found that out, and that's pretty cool. So sort of, well, I didn't get off track because it's also about the Garden of Eden and bringing the garden back. And we need to stop blaming other people for our actions, for the things that we do, because it's not their fault that we do it. We choose what we do. Okay. So I believe that's all I'm going to do for today, because that's kind of a lot for me to even absorb right now, because I'm like wondering, oh my goodness, like why did I just do that video? But I was called to do it. So that's why I did it. And that's my take on it. I just the way that I'm seeing it, and I'm looking at it, and especially the part with Eve and Atom. Okay, even though it's not spelled DA, it's Atom, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's my truth. What's yours? Somebody just said you're crazy. Yes, if I'm crazy, I'm very proud to be crazy, because it means that I'm awake and I'm asking questions, and I'm allowed to ask questions. I'm allowed to look at things in different ways and what have you, the same as you are. And I don't care if you like me. I didn't come here to look for an audience or anything like that. If you watch me, you watch me. If you don't, then it just means that it doesn't resonate with you. It's not the stuff you're into listening to, and that's okay, because maybe your stuff is not something I want to hear or want to listen to. But I may take the chance or the opportunity to just hear you out, because we all have differences of opinions. Well, if you think I'm a stupid bitch, it is what it is, right? Not stupid, but I've already admitted, yes, I can be a bitch sometimes. You guys are probably wondering, like, lady, who are you really to? Who are you talking to? I am connected, okay? And there's people talking, and some are good and some are like the trolls. They don't want you speaking up, because what you have to say may actually be true, and it puts a dent into their timeline, or into their stories. Okay. But I have my truth. They have their truth. I have my beliefs. They have their beliefs. And that's okay. Okay. In some religions, they say that wives shall submit to their husbands. No. As I stated before, nobody should be submitting to anybody. Submit to yourself, to your own stuff. Dig for your shadows. Let your shadows go. That's the part of getting to the root, getting to the beginning of the root of the problem, and finding out what created the problem. They say for Adam and Eve, it had to do with the apple, or what have you, the knowledge of the knowledge, the wisdom, what have you. And you know what? If you're getting truth, not stuff that is directed to cause conflict with everyone, lies created to cause havoc, or things keep going and saying, well, because your ancestor did this, then you're going to pay for it. It's just my opinion, but that is no way to look at things, because when you keep looking at things that way, it just keeps it going and going and going and going, and it's never ending. And now it's time that we stop the fighting, stop pointing fingers at each other, and remember that we have fingers pointing back at us. This is my opinion out loud. And I know all you have differences of opinions, and that's okay. But we don't got to fight about it. Okay? I'm going to leave you all with that. I hope you all had an awesome weekend. Today was very beautiful here. And it was nice looking at the sun because the heat coming from it. Okay, so I'm going to leave you at that. I'm thanking you all for being here. As I said, for taking the time to be here and watching my video. Just remember, it's my opinion, and you have your opinion, and that's okay. So I want you all to be big, bold, and brave, and most importantly, be yourself. I'm sending you all much love, light, many blessings, and most importantly, very good health to anyone and everyone wanting and willing to receive it. Stay strong, never give up, and always keep going. And be kind to yourself and others. Stay true. Find the love. Because once you find the love within you, you find the love to go around. I love you all, dear family, and I'm wishing you all well.